Hello, I'm David Jacobson, and I want to give you an update on financial services legislation that was in Parliament at the time the election was called. So as we know, the election has been set for the 21st of May 2022. Parliament is set to resume on the 7th of June, providing the results are known at that stage. Legislation that was in Parliament at the time the election was called will lapse and will not proceed in its present form. Whether it proceeds or not will depend on the new government and whether or not revisions are required as a result of the election result. The first of the financial services bills that are affected and in doubt are the Financial Accountability Regime Bill and the Financial Services Compensation Scheme of Last Resort. The Financial Accountability Regime was set to transform the banking executive accountability regime into a wider regime, not just affecting ADIs, but also including insurers and superannuation funds. And the timing of that will be now affected, as will the compensation scheme. The other bill that's in doubt is the Consumer Credit Protection Amendment, and that was expected to remove the responsible lending obligations from ADIs, banks, credit unions and building societies, and leave their responsible lending obligations to be managed by APRA. There are also amendments affecting consumer leases and small and medium amount credit contracts, and whatever happens, there will be some changes to this bill. The other bills that are affected deal with modernising communications in terms of electronic communication of documents and signing of documents, wider than the recent amendments. There is also a bill dealing with the obligation to report ransomware, as well as a bill dealing with unfair contracts penalties, and also a bill dealing with foreign financial services providers. So regardless of the election result, there is still some regulatory planning required for the balance of 2022, as well as the importance of monitoring changes that may or may not occur in the next Parliament. So there's some important changes that are on the table in respect of AML and the payment system, and it's important that you keep track of these as they progress. If you would like more information on any of these topics, please contact me by any of the methods shown on the screen, and I can answer your queries or provide specific advice for you. Thanks for listening.